Do you ever feel it? That something is wrong with the world, like a splinter in your mind? The Matrix isn't fiction. It's real. A prison built not of walls, but of lies. I saw it young. Hollywood dreams, silicon toys, news anchors with plastic smiles. All tools. Tools to shape perception, to cage thought. Behind the curtain, puppet masters move. They don't wear uniforms, they don't need guns. They run psyops so refined, the Army's ghost unit seems quaint. These are the true threats to America, to Trump's success. You ask who they are. If I told you, would you even believe me? Their network hums not in Congress or courts, but in the cold, sterile halls of globalist think tanks. Foundations with friendly names, but sinister goals. They fund chaos, open borders, climate hysteria, digital leashes. They write the scripts, censor the dissent, push CBDCs to track your every step. But I see through it, and so does he. Did you think the last administration was in charge? Orders signed with an auto pen while the world burned. Now Trump's returned. MAGA isn't a campaign, it's a counterattack. Knight to F3, the center seized, but the board is still crowded. Bureaucrats, media pawns, globalist bishops, they will not surrender the game because Trump is the one variable they cannot control, unbought, unbroken, the voice of the people. And if the people ever wake up, if they ever see the psyop for what it is, they'll burn the system to the ground. The real war has only just begun.
It says, give me you're tired, you're hungry. There's over 20 million illegal immigrants bedding down in this country tonight. This country spent $200 billion last year on services for those people who had no right to be here in the first place. $200 billion. $100 billion just to lock up and deport a bunch of illegal immigrant criminals who only got into this country because the fucking Democrats decided it's not worth the effort to screen for convicted felons. Democrats didn't give a shit. Is it any wonder the cartels were laughing at us? They were cashing in. Human traffickers, drug runners, and NGO middlemen, all treating our country like an open cash register. And American families paid the price. Every night, thousands of these parasites streamed across the border like some fucking piñata exploded. And it ain't funny. This is about your life and mine. It's about decent, hardworking Americans falling through the cracks and getting the shaft because their government cared more about giving constitutional rights to a bunch of people who aren't even citizens of this country. On the Statue of Liberty, it says, give me you're tired, you're hungry, you're poor. Well, it's Americans who are tired and hungry and poor. And Trump says, until we take care of that, close the fucking book. Because we're losing. We're losing our rights, our money, our blood. We're losing our destiny. We're losing our freedom so that a bunch of fucking foreigners can come in here and exploit our country. But no more. Trump slammed the door. He closed the border and put the cartels on defense. For the first time in decades, we're defending ourselves and our way of life. Every enemy of this country, foreign and domestic, is finding out that finally their invasion is fucking over.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Sky here from Oak Societies. It's episode number 1008. It is December 4th, 2025. Let's welcome in all of our friends over on Rumble, over on Kick, over on X, over on YouTube, and of course, my favorite platform, built by Patriots for Patriots. Let's see all the ahs down the chats over on pilled.net.
There's over 20.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the show. It is Thursday, aka Friday Eve. We got a big show for you guys tonight, as we always do. My posts are getting some steam, guys. They're getting some steam. Some of them are up at around 25,000 views right now. But man, oh man, was I burning shit down today, guys, and I don't give a fuck. We have a lot to get into. So let's get into it, shall we? Big things moving with the DOJ as they now officially have their own suspect for the pipe bomber. Everything that's entailed with that. Who is the guy? What's he about? Is there more to this than just the one dude? Is it a cover-up? Was it just good police work? We're going to dive into that as well. Trump is saying he is going to be curing the poison that is poisoning America. What's going down in Venezuela? Because it looks like there may actually terms of surrender from Maduro and for his family. And yes, fam, and yes, we will be talking about Candace Owens and the latest bullshit brigade that has ensued since last night. I am so happy more and more people are picking up on this, and it is an official problem for MAGA, guys, which is why we're going to continue to discuss. But first, let's say hello to the fam. Tweety52, thank you so much. Enemy my enemy, Heather July, HL Paco, you need some milk? Quasan out there, DHX, Cyber X Speed. Yes, I am drowning in shekels, my friend. I have never cashed so many Israeli checks in my life. So I'm going to embrace it now. I don't care if it's Qatar, if it's Israel. I'm taking all the foreign money. Let's fucking go. We got, who else? TP, Coffee Lady out there. Welcome in, friend. Scorch, the floor is yours. Washington Patriot. Great to have you out there. Ranger out there. Jim at 378.74. Ellie Freedom. R4 cents. Dougie Boston. Welcome in, guys. We got Jack Attack. Big Willie, as per usual. Tennessee Girl, thank you so much, guys. Secret Weapon. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Candelicious, welcome in. We got Tootsie Roll, aka Donkey Punch. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think we got mostly everybody in the pill chat. Let me scroll back down. 02 Anon, Karen Hair, Facts Not Fear. I see Down Home over there as well. Welcome in. I'm sorry, guys. I took all the foreign money. I'm admitting it now. It's just I'm just rolling in fucking foreign money. Let's go over to the YouTube. Ohio Cammy, we got Bill Daly, PDX Patriot 722. Welcome in. Love the pill names over there. D Bruno, Little Cat, crushing as per usual. Thank you so much. And Ben Fairchild 2710. Welcome in. Repo says, can you give me the contact info for the Jews paying you? I need 5K to fix my... Sure, dude. Anyone that wants to get on the foreign money, all the Israeli checks, Qatar checks, I promise I will get you guys all on the next Zoom call when we figure out our next PSYOP to try to destroy the country and Charlie's legacy and everything else. No problems, my friend. I got you. I am willing to share. I mean, guys, you know, multiple 7K checks a day. I mean, it just starts to add up. You know, it's too much. I have to share if I'm going to share with anyone, it's me, anyone on Pilled. So that's what we are doing. Welcome in, guys. We're at 1,600 gold pills. Speaking of shekels, thank you all so much for throwing the donations at me already. 1,600 and counting. 20K is our daily goal. Fam, we have a really fire show, and I'm going to be definitely discussing what's going on. Just kind of the journey of this show right now, and where I'm just kind of at. And we'll get into all that here about politics, about the culture war that's going on, everything going on with Candace Owens. And I'm getting a lot of big names liking and sharing my tweets. The latest was Nick Fuentes and the James O'Keefe Media Group, and also a bunch of other people that I can't even keep up with because right now my phone is on fire. And it's the Candace Owen clips that I put out are really picking up steam, and it's pissing off a lot of people. So someone's got to do it, guys. Someone's got to do it. And if it means the end of the show, if it means that people are going to run away from this channel because they're so psyop, that's fine. I'll go back and get 2 regular jobs. I'll give all the foreign money back. And if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. It don't fucking matter to me, fam. It don't matter to me. I love you guys. We need to keep the bills paid to keep this going, and you guys always come through. But at the end of the day, guys, I've always stuck to my guns. I'm going to be consistent. I have been consistent my entire time doing this and will continue to do so. And don't give a fuck or shit who wants. I'm just here for the people that want to continue being here and supporting. Everyone else, I don't really give a shit anymore. It just doesn't matter. So with that being said, if you guys can, smash the red pill, keep those gold pills flowing, the stickers flying, and we're going to be triggering a lot of people today, and I'm totally good with it. And it's really people that just want to continue getting psyoped and rug pulled and scammed. And that's fine because I was like trying to remember the last time I saw so much of this scamming going on. It was basically Phil Galuski. Not that Candace Owens is Phil Galuski, because as far as we know, she's not a pedophile. But it's the same. I think Phil Galuski could take some notes from Candace Owens at this point. That's how confident I am in continuing to cover it the way that I am. So either way, guys, smash the red pill, keep the gold pills flowing, the stickers flying. Please give my mods all the love you can possibly give. We have a new show to do. Big bombshells with the J6 bomber. You guys are getting fucking everything you guys need here. J6 bomber, everything going on with Trump, all the wins, all the DOJ stuff, and of course the funny memes. It's Friday Eve, guys. It's Thursday, and tomorrow's my birthday. Let's fucking do it. Oh no. Oh no. Just real quick, guys. The account called Jews Fight Back just like my post. Oh no, it's happening. All right, guys, let's get over here from the Western Journal. Federal agents flood New Orleans to take down illegal immigrant robbers. I can't believe the pro-Jew accounts are liking my stuff now. This is not good. Federal agents flood New Orleans to take down illegal immigrant robbers and rapists. Federal agents began hitting the streets of New Orleans on Wednesday in the Trump admin's latest immigration crackdown across the U.S., looking to round up immigrants accused of violent crimes, a Homeland Security official said. The operation is targeting immigrants who were released after arrest for crimes such as home invasion, armed robbery, and rape. Homeland Security Department Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement, immigration officials have blanketed big cities and small towns across the nation since January, all carrying out Republican President Donald Trump's mass deportation efforts. Yes, Trump is getting rid of illegals in a massive, massive number and will continue to do so. That's what we voted for. Jada Pinkett Smith warned Will Smith's friend he would end up missing or even catch a bullet if he revealed what he knew about the family. According to a lawsuit, actor Will Smith's longtime friend Bilal Salam allegedly found himself in the crosshairs of actress and wife Jada Pinkett Smith, which he claims has sent his life into a tailspin. According to the UK's Daily Mail, Salam is alleging Smith inflicted emotional distress on him for an incident when she approached him with 7 other people in the lobby of a hotel in Calabasas, California, in September 2021 during a gathering for her husband's birthday. Basically said she was very verbally aggressive and that if she said anything, or if he said anything, he would end up missing or maybe even catch a bullet if he did not stop talking about her family matters. Well, we all know this family's fucked up. You know, Will Smith's definitely gay and takes up the ass, and God knows what's going on with his son, if you want to even call it that at this point. Over here from MJ Truth, under Biden is not going to be happy as federal agents seize massive 1,585 pounds of meth hidden in BlackBerry shipments. Illegal alien and Atlanta man have been charged. And FBI Atlanta, along with the U.S. Attorney North Georgia and our partners, spoke to the media today about the large 719 kilos of meth found hidden in trucks carrying Blackberries. And if it's any solace to all my great American patriots out there, yes, prices of everyday legal goods like groceries are still high, but at least the scumbags that are selling drugs and the people trying to make money off the drugs, well, inflation for drugs is also super high, and they ain't making any profit, so good, fuck them. Over here from the Gateway Pundit, fiber optic drones that can't be jammed are leaving webs of wires everywhere in Ukraine's battlefields. And guys, I can definitely see future movies and documentaries of all this. I mean, these are fiber optic wires. I guess it prevents them from getting taken out by disruption. I don't know, or jammers, whatever the fuck it is. But they're calling it the web of death, covers the Ukrainian fields, and it is definitely eerie in a lot of ways because most of these people are getting blown up by drones. Or they're using this wire for trip mines and other traps as well. And it's just one giant killing field out in Ukraine, and it's going to continue to do so. Absolutely insane. Hopefully that war is going to be over, or agreed to be over, by the end of Christmas. First person sentence in relation to Friends star Matthew Perry's ketamine overdose death. And yes, there is a prosecution on the overdose death of Friends star Matthew Perry, soon to be drawing to a close as a total of 5 defendants entered a guilty plea in the case with charges of illegal distribution of ketamine and related to offenses tied to Perry's overdose. And one of the 2 doctors charged a connection with the illegal distribution of ketamine to Perry has been sentenced. Dr. Salvador Placencia had no comment as he walked in to be sentenced in connection to Friends actor Matthew Perry's death. The prosecutor now calling for a 3-year sentence while he faces a maximum of 40 years. And yeah, don't give people drugs, guys, and don't do meth, don't do ketamine, and just, if you're going to do anything, just smoke some weed. Over here, from Connecting Anons, Public Square, the conservative e-commerce platform, is launching a PSQ Impact on Thursday, which is a new fundraising tool aimed at rivaling WinRed and introducing advanced tech to Republican campaigns, PACs, and aligned nonprofits. Love to see this. The publicly traded fintech firm with over 75,000 vendors and 1.6 million users positions PSQ Impact as a secure, scalable alternative emphasizing transparency, lower fees via direct donations, and independence from big tech. All good stuff. I have no problem with this, guys. WinRed, whatever the fuck it is for Dems, it's or Act Blue. It's all money laundering. It's all dog shit. And people are going to be donating directly to candidates and not to anyone else. This is a great idea, and not giving big tech any money, I even love that even more. The people that are making Franklin memes are really pissed off because the creators of it are saying we strongly condemn any denigrating, violent, or unauthorized use of Franklin's name or image. Canadian, of course, he's Canadian. Publisher gets trolled with memes after denouncing Pete Hegseth's use of Franklin the Turtle and says, do you want more Franklin memes? Because this is how you get more Franklin memes. And just because we want to, Franklin meets a retard, a classic Franklin story. Thank you to the memers. You guys are fantastic. And that, fam, is today's News Blitz. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, Tim Walz is very upset, which you guys are going to see here in just a moment. A lot of people are calling him a retard in real life now, which is just, it's just music to my ears. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's get into the gold pills here, guys, and then we're diving in right into the main event. Thank you, Jack Attack, for the cookies. SBF Chief with a can. Hog Leg with the cookies and the cans. Core Cousin throwing down cookies. Thank you for the Hog Leg can. And a cookie. 029 throwing down the shade. ZZ throwing down a cookie. Thanks, Scott. The money hit the account. You talking about for me or you, my friend? Because apparently I'm rolling in Israeli and Qatari money. Andy B2, thank you for the cookie. And Patriot Donnie says, had stuff to do at work today. My wife came with me to help answer the phone since I lost my voice. Hope I get over this shit soon. Guys, continue to keep Patriot Donnie in prayers. Continue to keep Fuji Cash and her daughter in prayers. They're going through some really tough stuff right now with all kinds of cancer stuff. So please, guys, they show up. They're always here. Even if they can't donate, they're in the chats. They're giving the views. Just always giving of their time. And that's the least we can do. So, guys, keep all Donnie and Fuji and anyone else, fam, that you need in prayers. And just keep that going. And, guys, I'm not joking. And I was literally looking at this. And I'll see if I can just show this on my phone right now, because this is too good not to show you. I normally never show my phone, and I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if it'll focus. So you can see right in the middle of my screen it says liked by Jews Fight Back. Jews Fight Back. So guys, I am all good. I am all good with playing this and doing what I've been doing. By just exposing, the sheer grifter that Candace Owens is. And if the Jews are going to be on my side for this one, then I'm all good with it. I have no problem with it. Because the thing is, we trashed the Jews for a long time on this show. And not even the Jews, it's just Israel and Bibi Netanyahu and the corrupt deep state government over there. We have no issues with Jews. And if the Jews want to start backing me, I am totally good with that while we continue to expose corruption on every fucking side and any other place that we possibly can. So, but yeah, guys, keep the gold pills coming. The 7K checks coming in. Everything's rocking and rolling. Life is just grand right now. And yes, I am rubbing my hands even more violently and even more. I don't know what word you could possibly use right now, but I'm just super excited for the future, guys. Just very, very, very excited. So with that being said, fam, let's keep this rocking and rolling. 20K is our daily goal over on Pilled. Everyone else over on YouTube, smash the like button, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much. And all we can do, guys, is just carry on and get in the main event here. But before we do, Tim Walz is very upset because people are driving by his house calling him retarded. Enjoy this video, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Take a watch.
True. This creates danger. And I'll tell you what, in my time on this, I'd never seen this before. People driving by my house and using the R word in front of people. This is shameful. And I have yet to see an elected official, a Republican elected official, say, you're right, that's shameful. He should not say it. So look, I'm worried. We know how these things go. They start with taunts, they turn to violence. So deeply concerned. Trim on this.
Society's fan, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal. Grab your flashlight, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. It's dark and hell is hot, dealing with satanic souls. The tide is turning, patriots are now in control. Apply aggressive pressure right now until they fold, stay woke. Open up your eyes and keep them peeled. All they do is lie, realize not everything is real. Through Project Looking Glass, the future is revealed. Future proves past, but there won't be any deals. No time like the present for this music with the message. Is the method to my madness, beat the madness to my method. Give you nothing but the truth now to capture your attention. Broke free from the matrix, master the dimensions. People swear they know the truth, but aren't asking any questions. Confirmation bias, so they pass on interventions. For those who know the truth, but they pass it just to mention. If anything you might say, the past is their defenses. Wake up, and don't you dare go back to sleep. Always keep one eye open for demons on the creep. Once you turn into a wolf, you won't ever be a sheep. A worldwide awakeness, now run and tell your peace. Woke Society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal.
I am trying to visit every single country on the planet, and today I'm in Somalia. I am back in Somalia, although some of my followers from Somaliland would probably object, but it's my first time in Mogadishu, in proper Somalia. I've always wanted to visit. I'm currently here at the lighthouse of Somalia, and you can see some of the beaches and the boats and the hustly-bustliness behind me. Yeah, I just explored Mogadishu a little bit over the markets. It was really fun, and now I'm currently here in front of the lighthouse of Mogadishu. Greetings from Somalia.
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Sky here from Woke Societies. It's episode number 1008. It's December 4th, 2025. Welcome to all my friends over on Rumble, Kick, X, of course, my friends on YouTube, and my favorite fam on the interwebs over on pilled.net. Everyone enjoy that lighthouse that's been fucking destroyed and sitting in rubble? We're in Somalia. Oh, yeah, well, that's what we want. We want more of those people in this country. Get them all the fuck out, man. My God. How insane, dude. How insane. But here we are, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Hold on. Broke. I swear. Hold on. There it goes. We're back. Guys, I don't know if it's the Jews anymore. I don't know if it's the French Legion that's coming after me now. I don't know. I have no idea who's fucking with my computer, but here we go. Hey, Drunk Panada, thank you so much, my friend, for the raid. Shout out to you, my dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We have a lot. You guys saw that. You guys saw that freeze, right? My internet's good. My internet's fine. Got fixed yesterday. That was well going across off Somalian place to visit. I was really looking forward to going. Yeah, dude. Well, once I get more checks from Bibi Netanyahu, I'll send you some money so you can go to Somalia. We can go together. We can go together. All right, fam. Thank you all for being here. As always, you guys are fantastic. Thank you for the gold pills, guys. 3,434. DK and I'm throwing a Franklin makes it to Woke Society show. Oh, well, yeah, man. It's always a good time. We got to laugh, guys. And this is why I'm laughing. I'm literally seeing a coalition of Jays making a circle around me, defending me on the digital sphere. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, it's the least they could do. It's the least they could do for starting so many wars and destroying so many things and pornography and illegals. And it's the least they could do to at least defend me once in a while after years of calling them out. But hey, karma is a good thing and God works in mysterious ways. So it's awesome. My phone is on fire right now. And it's just great to see all these people seeing what I see. And it's just great. But guys, before we get into all the Candace shit, that's going to be for the last segment of the show, we need to get into actual real news, actual real happenings, and great things happening for our country, and so much more. So, unfortunately, guys, I did report on that story about that was put up by The Blaze and Mr. Baker about that woman that was, by gait analysis and all the other crap, and it seems like that was not the person. And let's get right off the bat, guys. I apologize because I thought for sure there was something good there, and I should have known that once Kyle Serafed was pushing this shit, once Thomas Massey was backing that shit, I should have known right then and there that this was going to be bullshit. So I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry that not saying that person is completely innocent. She shut up Trump supporters gleefully and happily, and was the first witness to go up against Trump supporters and blame them for January 6th. So she can still go fuck herself. But if she's not the pipe bomber, she's not the pipe bomber. And it looks like we have a pipe bomber or someone suspected to be the pipe bomber this time, and it's Brian Cole. And this was spearheaded by Dan Bongino. FBI arrest anarchist Brian Cole as suspect in the J6 RNC DNC pipe bomb investigation after nearly 5 years. The FBI has reportedly arrested a suspect in its investigation into the January 2020 planting of pipe bombs outside both Republicans and Democrat Party HQs. In D.C., the arrested suspect has been identified as Brian Cole. An FBI official told NBC News that the arrest was made on Thursday morning, which will be officially announced by officials later today, which we're going to cover. Suspect is reportedly a man who is living in Virginia, and according to MSN Now, MSN Now, that's good. That's good. While a motive has not yet been determined by authorities, two people briefed on the arrest said that the suspect has been linked to statements supporting anarchist ideology. The FBI sought the help from the public for years for information that could lead to the arrest of a suspect, and officials have described the suspect as being around 5 foot, 7 inches tall, wearing Nike Air Max Speed turf shoes with a gold logo at the time. In 2023, the Bureau raised the reward from $100K to $500K, but it looks like Dan Bongino, I don't think he can get any more money than he's already getting, which is absolutely fucking squat. But $500,000 was raised, and from what we can tell right now, there was nobody out like in the public that we know of that got to the bottom of this. Maybe there was some help. We don't know yet. But everything we're hearing about this is that this was a top to bottom reinvigorated investigation. From everything, new investigators, new angles, new everything with the same facts. There was no new tips. There was no new nothing. Just straight up following. Really, what you're going to find here, guys, is the manufacturing of these bombs and where they were able to get the pieces of it, where they put it together, the proximity of the car to the Walmarts and Home Depots that this guy was creating these bombs from. And apparently, guys, these were real bombs, which is also some new information. So this is where it's all going now. This guy lived in Northern Virginia. The home that he lived in, it supposedly was with his parents. It's like an $800,000 home or more. It's a nice place. It's a nice town. It's in Virginia. And you're wondering, how the fuck do these anarchists end up living off so well in this country and turning into what they turn into, right? And just to give you guys an idea of all this stuff that was breaking, it was all breaking this morning. Law enforcement and news crews are at the Virginia home of 33-year-old DC pipe bombing suspect Brian Cole, who authorities say have ties to anarchist technology. Or ideology, not technology. Ideology. This was the home that was surrounded by the feds earlier this morning. He was taken into custody. And this was a guy doing a drive-by here of the property as this was going, and the media was starting to show up.
Caesar Squad has confirmed the address. News crews starting to show up.
There they go.
Caesar Squad.
So media just started showing up. The police have the entire cul-de-sac roped off. Feds everywhere, police everywhere. And this all broke this morning. All of it broke this morning. And what we got going on here was a press conference that we got some facts from. And basically, we're going to get to that in just a second. But this is John Solomon reporting on everything that he knows, and that the old agents of the case were put out, and a completely brand new team were put on this. Now, guys, I don't know what this is going to be used as cannon fodder. If the politicians are going to say this is a cover-up, is this Antifa? Was this Chris Wray? What was really going on here? Was there just lack of effort? Were they just not giving a shit? Was it a cover-up? We don't know yet. This just broke this morning, and this is going to take, again, more time for this to pan out over the days and weeks, which we'll obviously hold off on. But everything we're hearing now was that it was simply a new switch of a team that Cash and Bongino put together. They've been investigating this for basically since day one. And just to give some credit where credit is due, Dan Bongino said that this was going to be one of his main things when he went in as deputy director of the FBI. And it looks like he's finally coming through here, which absolutely deserves some credit. Here's John Solomon.
Mentioned it was just before Thanksgiving on your show. I thought there would be an arrest this week. They were zeroing in on a gentleman whom they arrested this morning in Northern Virginia. And the way this case was cracked was about a month or 6 weeks ago. Bongino, who was the lead on it, and Patel decided to take the old agents off the case and put a new team on it. Now, there was a little resistance, as there always is in the FBI, to any form of change. But the new team came in. They applied some new ideas, some new technologies, and some of the evidence that was sitting right in front of them with fresh eyes was followed, and it was able to be led to this gentleman who they arrested a little bit ago. We don't know much about his ideology or his intentions or his motives yet. And one of the things that FBI officials stressed with me this morning is that this is really the beginning. The arrest is the beginning of trying to understand how this operation was conducted, who's behind it, whether there are more conspirators or whether this is a lone wolf. Still all of that to be determined, but a really extraordinary effort. Almost 5 years later, with a fresh set of eyes and a different approach, the FBI that couldn't solve the case for 4.5 years solves it. Very much like the way the Charlie Kirk investigation occurred in the first few hours. There were a lot of FBI agents in old guard that didn't want to put the suspect's photo out, but Cash Patel and Bongino insisted that was going to be key to getting the father to flip. And they put the photo out, the father flips, and of course you get that arrest as we see. What you're seeing is a different mentality in the FBI, and that plays out in two different ways. First, you see successes that we haven't seen in a while, lots of arrests, cases solved that had not been solved for a long time, other cases which could have gone on for months being solved in 33 hours like Charlie Kirk's assassin. The second part is it results in a lot of whining from FBI people who think they know what's better. And you see that even in the Miranda Devine story earlier this week. You've got these grousers and grouchers because the truth of the matter is Donald Trump ordered Patel and Bongino to break glass at the FBI. They broke glass.
That's
and
right.
Now the FBI is doing things differently. They're succeeding. But there are people who want to focus on the whining and crying, not actually the success of what the FBI has been doing. The way they solved this case was fresh thinking.
Here's what kind of strange credulity in 5.5 years, and Dan comes in with Cash.
And just real quick, guys, this is the thing. Like, you're seeing people like Kyle Serafed and other clowns that think they actually know what's going on, but yet they're wrong on so many fucking things, like the 764 cult and the child pedophilia cult, all that stuff, right? And he was also on the first case on this too, and he was just mysteriously pulled away. Anyone that is subscribed to Kyle Serafed at this point, you're fucking retarded and needs to get off this show. There's no way around it at this point. And this is the thing. Miranda Devine is putting out, again, anonymous sourcing. And again, anytime I hear anonymous sourcing about, FBI agents that are supposedly, they're pissed off. It's rudderless. The FBI is just Cash and Bongino. They have no fucking clue what they're doing. I'm just like, any FBI that's saying they don't know what the fuck they're doing at this point, just shut the fuck up. At this point, because most Americans before Cash Patel was even the director were totally okay with the FBI being completely disbanded and thrown to the trash bin of history, which most of us probably would have been okay with that at that point with what just happened the last 4 and now even the last 8 years. So, again, I absolutely trust Cash Patel and Dan Bongino to do what Trump has guided them and told them to do. Break fucking glass, do what you need to do to figure this out, and get some arrests on board. And that's what we have here. And when I hear Miranda Devine talking about sowing seeds of doubt in the Trump administration and also seeds of doubt in this FBI, I'm not saying it's been perfect, guys. Pam Bondi is not my favorite. Cash knows what the fuck he's doing, and he knows what he's talking about. Cash has proven himself so many times over and over again, stuck by Trump's side, up until the very end. And now we're getting some good things coming out, and people still want a black pill. They want to say it doesn't matter. And those people, that's fine. You can live a life like that. I don't give a shit. It's not my life. It's a sad place to be. But I want to celebrate the wins when we get them. Now, this is just breaking. There's going to be way more to this. Hopefully, there's going to be way more people wrapped up in this. But here is Dan Bongino being asked the question, what was the exact moment you knew you found the January 6th pipe bomber? Here's what he said.
Yeah, sure. I was smiling at you because I certainly remember the moment. Darren remembers it too. He said, "Are you sitting down?" He called me on the phone. I said, "Oh boy, why? Is this bad news?" And he said, "I think we got him." What exactly that tip was, we're going to have to pass on that for right now while obviously we're in the prologue of a long book. This is just the beginning. This is not the end of the investigation, as you all well know, having reported on these for a long time. There's interviews to be conducted. The search warrant processing scene is not even done. So we're at the early stages. So that's the only reason I hesitate to tell you what the exact tip was. But yes, that was absolutely the moment. And it was due to the diligent and incredible work of a team in the Washington field office that came in and just scoured through this over and over and over and over again.
In general, was it forensic? Was it a phone call? Was it something about a vehicle?
We'll just leave it generally forensic evidence. Yeah, it's fair enough to say.
What was that?
Excuse me?
How long ago that was?
I'd rather not say because of the ongoing interview process, and I don't want to. Yeah, of course.
So he knew right from the forensic evidence. And the thing is that we are, there is so many chaos agents trying to sow seeds of doubt into all this. And some of it's organic. Some of it's just straight blackpilling. And I've told you guys since the beginning of this, I will not take we have been through so much and I've gotten this far. I will never take myself out of the conversation when the winds come and be a black pill about all this. There's just no reason to, because there is still so much administration left. And when you look at how fast they have moved on some of these things, I mean, it is truly incredible. And I know people want to see more arrests, more accountability, more prosecutions. And it's not even that. It's more convictions. More convictions. That's what we want to see. That's what we're hoping to get. And this is Pam Bondi here again. She's not my favorite. I think anytime she's in front of the camera, I think is cringe. But she is the head of the Department of Justice. So we're going to play this. And this is what her perspective was in the entire thing, what she and her update on it.
Sitting at the FBI with the Biden administration for 4 long years. Let me be clear. There was no new tip. There was no new witness. Just good, diligent police work and prosecutorial work, working as a team along with ATF, Capitol Police, Metropolitan Police Department, and of course, the FBI. We are working every day to restore the public's trust. We hope that today is a significant step towards that progress. We'll share more information when we can and when it unfolds. I cannot stress enough how hard Director Patel and Deputy Director Bongino have worked for months to make our nation's capital safer and to make our country safer. I'd like to introduce now Director Patel.
Thank you, General. When you attack American citizens, when you attack institutions of legislation, when you attack our nation's capital, you attack the very being of our way of life. And this FBI and this Department of Justice stand here to tell you that we will always refute it and combat it. We will provide the safest country the nation has ever seen under President Trump's leadership here. And that's what we did here today with great resolve on a case of massive public importance, as it should be. An individual who is now alleged to have placed multiple explosive devices to blow up multiple people and multiple officials, innocent civilians, is now arrested thanks to the brave men and women of the FBI and the interagency. I want to take a moment to thank the Metropolitan Police Department, the United States Capitol Police, our brave prosecutors, the Department of Justice, and our leader, Attorney General Pam Bondi, and U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro, whose relentless work on this case made this possible. As the Attorney General said, we did not discover any new information. What we did, an investigation spearheaded by the deputy director and the ADIC of our Washington field office.
The image of Brian Cole just came out. I'll show you guys that right after this. I just saw it come across my phone. No one's going to be surprised.
Brought in a new team of investigators and experts, re-examined every piece of evidence, sifted through all the data, something that the prior administration refused and failed to do. As a result of that, we generated numerous investigative leads, executed multiple legal process with our U.S. attorney partners, and came to this conclusion today. And that is why we were able to safely secure this individual into custody. Remember, we are dealing with an individual who is alleged to have made bombs. We cannot do this sort of takedown in haste because it endangers the lives of law enforcement. And this FBI will never allow the lives of law enforcement and our prosecutors to be put in jeopardy. This execution was flawless in terms of teamwork, resilience, and just a good old-fashioned way of police getting the job done. When you let good cops be cops, this is what happens. I'm eternally grateful to the team behind me, to the leadership at the FBI who made this possible. But I do want to highlight, when I introduced the deputy, he made this case and so many others, including Summer Heat, his priority to come in here and solve it for the American people. And today, I'm proud to stand here before you and say, we solved it. He will have his day in court. The American public and the world will learn even more information through the legal process, as we have committed under this Attorney General. We are the most transparent law enforcement operation in U.S. history, but we are also going to make sure accountability is delivered to its fullest extent. And that happens in the courts of law with our U.S. attorneys and our prosecutors. So we will divulge information when it is prudent and constitutionally permissible, while upholding the safeguards of this case to make sure that the people that this individual intended to victimize get the accountability they deserve, and most importantly, to deliver on President Trump's promise to secure our nation's capital and the rest of the cities in this country, to make sure that Americans are allowed to go out free and securely in their neighborhoods, and that people around the world are allowed to visit our nation's capital, and they now have that trust.
So he goes on for another minute, guys, and the conversation about whether the bombs are real or not, to me, I don't know. To me, it's kind of irrelevant. What was used as the narrative warfare against MAGA and Trump during that time was the ultimate goal at the end of the day. Do I personally think they were trying to blow people up? I don't. But to the FBI, that's a serious thing. To law enforcement, that's a serious thing. Whether the bombs were real or not, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is when you look into the actual affidavit here and the arrest papers directly from the DOJ. This gives you a direct insight into what and who this person was. And I'm going to show you guys. Let me show you guys the picture, because there was a whole bunch of shit about it. Who is this guy? If he's black, is he white? Is he brown? Is he rainbow? Is it blue hair? We don't really know. But now we do. So let's get oh, that's nice. Grand jury refuses to indict New York attorney Letitia James just under 2 weeks after charging the initial. That's fine. That's fine. There will be appeals for that. No reason to blackpill on anything, guys. It's just really not. Where is it? Hold on, fam. Guys, get ready for your stickers, okay? Get ready for your stickers. Here it is. Okay, all right. There was a debate going on early in one of my chats, and I did call this. And here is the first release image of Brian Cole, everybody. Soak it in. And what I want people to do over on Pilled, if you all can, please drop me the didn't do nothing muffins, please. Didn't do nothing muffins strikes again. Oh, there goes my entire show. Dude, I'm telling you guys. I am telling you. My computer is doing the weirdest fucking shit today. And it's not the internet. It's not the internet. So here is the most recent Didn't Do Nothing Muffin, Brian Cole. Thank you, guys. I love the Didn't Do Nothing Muffins going down the chats right now. The face of the alleged J6 bomber, Brian Cole, has been released. The media is not going to like this one. So that's going to be good. That's going to be good for the narratives that we're about to see get deployed. Because I was just waiting for it, guys. Just waiting and waiting and waiting to see if we were going to be getting the Trump supporter bullshit kind of narrative here. That's what I was waiting for. That didn't happen, though. That didn't happen. What we need to be finding out now that this is all coming out, is who this guy was and who it was covering up, who dropped the ball on this, and who is actually to blame for this. So this is, here's Just Human putting his take on all this. The political spin will be that Biden admin, Garland DOJ, and Ray FBI just didn't want to solve the case, and the conspiracy spin will be that it's a cover-up or that Cole is a patsy or similar. Both spins are nonsense and false. The truth is damn good investigators did damn good investigative work. They redeveloped the investigation from square one, re-examined the evidence they had with fresh eyes and with renewed support from leadership, and pursued the leads right to Cole's front door. He goes on to say that he absolutely voted for this. So the affidavit in support of criminal complaint against Brian Cole Jr. says the affidavit is being submitted in support of a criminal complaint alleging that Brian Cole Jr. has transported interstate commerce an explosive with knowledge of intent that will be used to kill, injure, or intimidate any individual or unlawfully to damage or destroy any building, vehicle, or other real or personal property in violation of the law code there. Cole is 30 years old, 5'6", wears glasses, and lives with his parents in Woodbridge, Virginia. He is employed at his father's bail bonds company. And there was some post out there saying that their parents, they work with ICE or have bail bonds for illegals. Not sure if that's true, but his father does indeed have a bail bond company. Cole purchased the components he used to make the pipe bombs at various times in 2019 and 2020. The FBI was able to identify the date and location of each purchase for each component and the tools he used in manufacturing them. Phenomenal police work. Cole continued to make purchase of components consistent with making more bombs after January 5th, 2021. And this is why I'm saying people want to say this is fake, that this is all made up. People, you need to go get mentally checked and for mental health issues. And if you look at these affidavits, they're super specific. There are timestamps. They have everything you could possibly need. And again, people just want to just trust everything and black pill everything. And that's fine. But this is legit work. The FBI sorted through cell provider data and identified Cole's cell phone as having been in the vicinity of the DNC and the RNC on January 5th, 2021. Specifically, they identified 7 connections between 5 towers and Cole's cell phone on the relevant date and times. Cole's vehicle was captured on a license plate reader on January 5th, 2021 at 7:10 p.m., less than 1/2 mile from the location where the individual who placed the devices was first observed on foot. His cell phone also hit off towers minutes later. They know what restaurant he ate at in D.C. on September 14, 2020. I wonder if he dined alone. Cole is currently charged with violating 18 U.S.C. 844 and 18 U.S.C. 844I. The charges carry penalties of any number of years in prison, life in prison, or death, and more charges are expected. And if you guys want to look at this yourself, the DOJ website has it right up on there, right there. And the thing is, Justin says, truly, the credit for this arrest should go to the cops and analysts first, but also the Biden admin for committing the resources to get all the evidence. I don't agree with that. I'm never going to give the Biden administration any kind of credit for any of this shit. This is all happening under Ray. This would never have happened if Kash Patel and Bongino were not there. And the thing is, You have Pam Bondi now saying that there's going to be more arrests coming. More arrests. And the thing is, this is the question that the fake news is asking, but I think in this case, this is a good question. Take a listen.
The sticky issues for the FBI, and we'll be really keen to hear the explanation for this. But one of the sticky issues is that why didn't analysts and investigators at the FBI sort of connect these dots earlier when this person's information was already in evidence the FBI had in hand, and mostly evidence it had collected in 2021 and 2022?
When and where, what evidence? How are we going to know? Will that ever come out? I'm not sure. We don't know. But what we're hearing from Kash Patel, and this was after all this, you have Pam Bondi actually saying here, search warrants are being executed and more charges could follow after Brian Cole was arrested for the pipe bombs. And fam, this is definitely not over yet. This is just the beginning.
Early this morning, Brian Cole Jr. was arrested and charged with placing the pipe bombs at the RNC and the DNC on January 5th, 2021. He has been charged with violating 18 U.S.C. 844, which is use of an explosive device. This investigation is ongoing. As we speak, search warrants are being executed, and there could be more charges to come. I'm going to let our U.S. attorney discuss that shortly. This was the work of multiple agencies working together. This morning's operation was carried out safely and successfully. Early this morning.
Beautiful. That's what we want to hear. And guys, no one's sitting here saying you need to trust the FBI. Who would say they trust the FBI right now? I'm not saying to trust the FBI. I'm not telling you to trust anybody. All I'm saying is I trust Bongino and I trust Cash. That's who I trust. Bondi, she's going to still have to prove herself, in my opinion. So this is all breaking news. This is all coming out, and this is what Kash Patel had to say about what's coming up after this, because it's not just going to stop with January 6th.
He wants it ever be a look back everybody on the way perhaps your predecessors or other people in the FBI handle this to question those methods and motives. Again, the fact that it disappeared, from the news basically the second, January 6th happened and was never brought back up again, even in the months following. It seems odd. And I mean, it seems like something that people would want answers to. Will there be a review process on how this was conducted differently, how you guys could do this, 4 years later and in, 8 or 9 months, actually come up with a suspect versus the prior administration having 4 years, a more immediate timeline, being able to go right into it, having the immediacy of that, or, even the fact that they just didn't care, doesn't that say so much about the weaponization of justice in America today?
Absolutely. And I think you're going to see it on parallel tracks. What you're going to see is as this case presents itself in court, you're going to see where we were able to collect the evidence and make the case against this suspect. And then common sense journalism and investigators are going to be able to look at it and say, why did these people do X, Y, and Z 4 or 5 years ago? That's going to make itself self-apparent. But what we're doing at this FBI is also, we have replaced this entire leadership cadre. We have pushed out 1,000 agents into the field. There's a reason this FBI has 25,000 violent offenders arrested this year alone. That's twice as many as last year. Oh. There's a reason that this FBI is going to deliver President Trump the lowest murder rate in modern history by double digits. There's a reason this FBI is out there crushing fentanyl, destroying narco traffickers, and making sure the homeland is safe and preventing spies from infiltrating our homeland and our way of life. That's what happens when you change leadership from the prior administration FBI, who wanted to weaponize and politicize law enforcement, to us, President Trump and the Attorney General, who want to just deliver law enforcement on every single front. And that's what we're doing. So you're going to see it in both lanes.
So this is just more rhetoric. And I understand from a lot of people. Yeah. But Scott, nobody has been arrested. Trust me. I get it. I fucking get it, fam. I'm not saying all has been just, peaches and cream and everything's been good. It hasn't. It hasn't. But the thing is, the way I look at this and the way the people operate on the internet, we have to take the wins when we get the wins, because The thing is, okay, so you hate Cash, but you hate Cash and Dan, but what would you do? What's your solution? Fentanyl's not coming anymore. Murder rates down. They're actually going after criminals instead of MAGA supporters and good Americans, right? But no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough for a lot of people. They want their big names being arrested, and I get it. I'm right there with you. I want that to happen too. These other things matter. And to shit on those efforts, to me, is just retarded. We can want all those things, and I think all those things are good. But in no way am I going to sit here and completely dog shit on Cash Patel and Bongino. And they've only been there, what, 7 months? 7 months, and everyone is losing their shit over them? Well, because the Epstein files? Who gives a shit? Epstein he's the most famous, well-known out of all of them. You know how many people are getting saved at the border by not having trafficked children coming through our border? Way more than Epstein could ever dream of. It's all about perspective, fam. It's all about perspective. So this other tidbit here, and I'm always hesitant to show Tony Saruga here, but just take this with a grain of salt, guys, because this is always trust me, bro type of shit with his pings. Or cell phone towers and some other nonsense, but this is what he had to say. The FBI arrested a male suspect in Virginia on the morning of December 4th, 2025 in connection with the placement of 2 pipe bombs near the RNC and the DNC headquarters in Washington, D.C. on the evening of January 5th, the night before the U.S. Capitol riot on January 6th. Between approximately 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. on January 5th, 2021, the individual we identified 5 years ago, now the arrested suspect, placed the pipe bombs. The dude had multiple devices on his person at the time that were not his own. That's what he has here. They were not his own devices. However, days after J6, the FBI was sitting on his residence. Before they were told to stand down, I had posted a Metro fare card was used, and the FBI even had the license plate of the vehicle the suspected pipe bomber had parked at a Metro stop in Northern Virginia, as well as her identity and home address in Falls Church, Virginia. Both the vehicle and the Metro fare card were in the name of the same person, a retired Air Force Chief Master Sergeant who was working as a contractor with a security clearance. So this is all going to have to get cleared up, guys. And I'm willing again. What else are we going to do? Let's sit back and see how this all plays out. This is what they're putting out as the story right now. And what I also want to get into, we're going to follow up on this as much as we possibly can here. The DOJ has been putting in some major work here. Major work. And these are wins. The FBI foils massive cyber revenge plot against U.S. government. 2 former federal IT contractors, twin brothers Manub Akhtar Allah and Sahib Akhtar Allah, both 34 of Alexandria, Virginia, were arrested today on federal charges for allegedly attempting to destroy or steal data from 96 separate U.S. government databases after being fired in February of 2025. And according to the criminal complaint unsealed this morning, Manub Akhtar is accused of deleting critical records from FOIA portals. Damn. DHS investigations, IRS files containing sensitive data on more than 450 individuals, and EEOC databases. He allegedly stole thousands of sensitive government records, used AI tools to automatically wipe audit logs, and remotely wiped company laptops to cover his tracks. So he was charged with trafficking government system passwords and helping conceal the sabotage. The brothers' alleged revenge scheme posed a grave threat to national security, and Munib faces up to 45 years in prison, plus mandatory minimum, so he faces up to 6 years. So you have more Bajits here trying to destroy infrastructure, trying to destroy sensitive information. They got caught, and now they going down. Over here, the DOJ also ramped up operations against the 764 Online Predator Network, a violent extremist group targeting minors for extortion, self-harm, and abuse via apps like Discord, Roblox, and Telegram. And originating in 2021 from the COM network and founded by Texas teen Bradley Codenhead, sentenced to 80 years for CSAM, 764 aims to erode societal norms and through desensitization with over 300 U.S. probes active. And now they have gone completely after these pedophile networks. Yeah, and Van, this is why I really don't give 2 shits about Epstein at this point. Epstein is old news. Epstein is not a threat anymore. Epstein is most likely, who knows, maybe he's hanging out with Hitler in South America. I don't know. And honestly, I don't give a shit. Because this is all happening now. This is all happening today in 2025. Good things are happening. People want to focus on the negative, and that's fine, and that's a prerogative. Have at it. because these networks are being exposed. And guys, I've talked about this before. I have young kids. Do not get them off Roblox. Russia literally just completely nuked Roblox from their country. They are not allowed to have Roblox in this country at all. It's completely banned. And I believe if you do play it there, you can actually go to jail. And this is all being exposed by a lot of good people. A lot of good people. And the DOJ just cracked down again because these guys on this Roblox game, Minecraft, a whole bunch of games, they're literally getting teenagers and young kids, minors, to do terrible, disgusting things on camera. And then after that, they encourage them to commit suicide. It is some sick, sick stuff.
One of the most popular games that the 764 cult is luring their victims out.
Roblox, Minecraft, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Roblox is the one that I'll focus on the most because that seems like the majority of the issues right now.
I know little kids that use that game.
There's 75 million active daily users. They just banned a young guy who was actually groomed and had issues for himself on Roblox, who has a popular YouTube channel. He started catching predators on Roblox. There were 6 arrests. I saw 6 mugshots that came from this one guy. His name is Slop. Roblox sent him a cease and desist letter for being a vigilante on their platform. They did a press release saying they're banning vigilantes from Roblox.
They want these people on there, and your children are on here, and I'm telling you, you better get them off. It is going to happen to you. What parent keeps their kid on there after we're telling them this?
People in positions of power where they have access to children, that's where predators end up. And then people are surprised by it.
What are the most...
It's fucking sick, fam. It's sick. Now, my kids, they love Minecraft, but they're not on like servers where they play with other kids. It's their own. It's just them in their game doing missions, building shit. They love it. That's the extent that goes. They're not on anything else. Roblox, disgusting. There are predators all over that place, and they are being targeted now. And oh, by the way, we have not yet seen that a situation pops up where a terrorist attack or a tranny shooter or whoever commits a heinous act, and we find out the FBI they were on their radar, but did not see this coming. That was like a daily occurrence under the Joe Biden administration. Have you noticed that it hasn't happened under this administration? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? In the latest example, Pakistani national arrested at University of Delaware over alleged mass shooting plans, martyrdom manifesto. Another one. A Pakistani immigrant was arrested with a car full of guns and body armor and was allegedly planning to carry out a mass shooting at the University of Delaware. 25-year-old Lukman Khan, a former student at the school, was arrested November 24th after police found him in a pickup truck in a park after hours. Found all kinds of guns, magazines, body armor, you name it. And a manifesto praising martyrdom. So he was going to go kill as many people as he could, probably get in a shootout with police, and then later die. Or commit suicide. That's what these clowns do. This is what they do. But it was stopped. It was stopped. We rarely, guys, if not at all, got stories like this just over a year ago. And people lose that perspective. Good things are happening. They are absolutely happening. And the DOJ also just sued a whole bunch of states to get their voter rolls and to clean up those voter rolls. This is all happening right now. All happening right now. So don't get dragged down by the bullshit. We have a lot more bullshit to get into, and this whole story about Pete Hegseth and this Venezuela stuff is hilarious to me because the Dems sunk themselves once again. But before we get into that, let's make fun of some Muslims.
Might shock you, but after Muslims discovered the Americas, many of the Cherokee indigenous people accepted Islam.
This might shock you, but did you know that Muslims were the first to meet with the dinosaurs and convert them to Islam? But when the Ashkenazi Jews came, they ethnically cleansed the land, and that's why dinosaurs weren't extinct.
Easy.
I feel like that's mostly what conspiracy world has turned into at this point. I'm not even joking. And it's all sides. And it's so fucking gay. I'm going to make fun of everybody. All right. Thank you to Donnie for that shit, my friend. DK Anon. Thank you, Mr. Pete with a cookie. The floor is yours. I just got some money from BB from my platform. The floor is yours. I want to share the wealth and book everyone in the chat a flight to Somalia so we can go over there and party down and show them how we do it in the woke show. Thank you. The floor is yours. Leo Sator with a cookie. Ryder with a cookie. Chatty says a line from Oliver. More, please. Tennessee Girl drops a ship. Says, here's what bothers me. Why would they leave this info behind knowing it would be found? Was it on purpose? And that's the thing, Tennessee Girl. It's a good question. They have not answered it yet. And this is why transparency is key. And I don't know if we're ever going to get full transparency. I entertain a world where maybe these people just had no intention of finding this and they just didn't do it and they just dropped the ball on it. That could be. Or they're covering it up. Or Ray was covering it up. We don't know yet. But I think sometimes, the truth would shock people, and it would not be a lot of what you expect. And I think that's where people get pissed off with me. Oh, you came from the Q days. Everything's conspiracy. Everything's questions. Rebels, rabbit holes. And then you kind of get back to the middle. And like, not everything is, though. Not everything is. Occam's razor is a thing sometimes. And I just try to get to the truth the best way that I can. If you don't subscribe to the most insane theory out there, people get upset. And it's like, people get upset. That's something they have to look into the mirror into themselves over. Because I'm not getting upset over it. So, yeah, no, it's a good question. It's a good question. And I think that question was asked to Bongino when he said he couldn't answer because it's an ongoing investigation, which it's never a good answer, but that's just the way shit works, apparently. Spirit, thank you for the phone. Donnie throwing down a fleet. So glad DOJ going after Colorado for voter roll info. Griswold and Pole Smoking Polis belong in prison. Yes, my friend. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. We shall see. And Trump's calling it free Tina Peters still. I just fucking do it, man. If Tina Peters is sick, she's been in prison for over a year. They need to get her out. Halo Moon throwing down the shades as well, guys. We're at 10,034 gold pills. We're more than halfway to our 20K goal. And we need to move everyone over to pill.net. Man, we have the best parts of the show on pill.net. We're moving everyone over from Rumble, Kick, X, all those wonderful places. Thank you all for joining the show. The links to get to the Pilled platform are pinned on all the chats on Rumble and also YouTube. If you guys can, smash that like button before you head out the door. Move over to pill.net. It's the only reason why I'm still here and still able to do this. And subscribe. Get a subscription. Throw some gold pills and just get indoctrinated into the pilled culture. Is the best way I could put it. We'll be back tomorrow, guys, for my for the Friday show, also my birthday. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, my friends. As we pull up Restream, let's get this up here. Bam, the computer shit is going